Hi, skills students. How are you guys doing? This is my first skills video, so I'm so excited. Uh, this video was the first video I'm going to make that actually I didn't finish the slides at once. I was doing the slides, then I got tired, and I had to stop and then come back again because the slides are like very well packed. My name is Shion Bello, and the point of this video is to give ICAN students writing skills exam, specifically financial management, and insight into what is expected of them uh, for preparation. So let's go into it because we have a lot to discuss. Let's just start. Let's just start. All right. So financial management, function, and environment. So for content of FM, we have six contents for FM, uh, financial management, function and environment, working capital management, investment appraisal, business finance, business valuation, and risk management. So what I did is, based on the syllabus, what I did is based on the syllabus that is available. So I can release a syllabus, and in it is FM. So FM, they brought some things from SFM, from PM, from BMF. So if you don't know BMF, it's business management and finance. Yeah. So non-accounting students will know it because we did everything right. Yeah. So BMF is in foundation level, and they brought all these things together and made it into FM. So let's start. So what I did is based on the understanding I knew or I had of SFM, I checked through the syllabus for FM. I saw those things that were in SFM based on the breakdown, and I brought them out. I saw those things that were in PM, and I brought them out so that you can have a compiled direction for FM, because I know a lot of people are complaining about the textbooks not being released, and so you need direction on what to read, where to solve, and where to get these items from. So please just make sure you share to your tutorial to people writing on the same level with you. Please, it's so important so that others too can have direction. All right. So the first part of FM, the new FM, is financial management function and environment. And you'll find that in chapter 1 of your current SFM text. You go into your current SFM textbook, you see it there, you read it, you take your jottings, your notes, then you go into the past question, the current SFM past question. There are a couple of past questions are brought out already. November 2024 question 7, May 2024 question 7, and the likes. All right. The second part is working capital management. Now, for working capital management, they brought together like about 4 or 5 chapters from PM. That's chapter 21 to 24 in the current PM text. So there's if you check the syllabus, the FM syllabus released by ICAN, you will see where they did for this working capital, they did a breakdown. They also talked about the Ballman and the Miller-Orr models. So those models, you actually find it in chapter 24 of the current PM text. So there's no need to be scared or anything. Everything that is in that syllabus, I've broken it down here. I've told you where you can get it. So the past questions you can solve. November 2023 question 2, May 2022 question 7B. All right, we're getting deeper. And please, when you start reading this FM, please be as fast as possible. Be as fast as possible. Be so fast. Be as fast as possible because I'm not sure which one will be more bulky between FM and PM, but I mean, FM is going to be a bit bulky. So be as fast as possible. There's nothing here you can't learn. Absolutely nothing here you can't learn. You can learn everything. It just takes time. But just make sure they are as fast as possible. Don't be relaxed. Don't be relaxed. All right. Investment appraisal. Hmm. So for this one, to properly cover it, you have to start from chapter 9 in BMF text. Be very fast. That one should not take you more than 2 or 3 hours. In one day, you can just quickly go through it. That chapter 9, you cover payback period, accounting rate of return, net present value, internal rate of return. But that's not all, according to the syllabus. They also wanted you to learn this year. So you have to go to chapter 4 to 8 in SFM. They wanted you to learn normal DCF, DCF and inflation and tax, DCF risk and uncertainty, DCF specific applications, and capital rationing. You find that in your chapter 4 to 8 of current SFM. So I've brought out the past questions that you need to solve to back it up. So you solve BMF past questions, you solve SFM past questions. Then you go to business finance. Now, from investment appraisal, business finance, business valuation, and risk management, these four, right? If you solve past questions and you finish this whole syllabus and you want to revise or you want to stretch yourself more, you can back it up with Omolenwa SFM textbook. These four, back them up with Omolenwa SFM textbook. Yeah. So based on the chapter, you not just go there and read everything. No. It's based on the chapter. You understand? All right, we go to business finance. So if I'm going to solve some questions before the exam, some past questions, is going to most likely be in under this business finance because they are bringing something that was in SFM to FM, and I feel you guys will need as much help as you can get. So it will be this. So just let me know in the comment section if you're interested in me solving past questions that have to do with FM. I'll solve on business finance, investment appraisal, business valuation. Yeah. So just let me know. All right. So business finance is important. Okay, let's start. I'll mention that when I get to the second part. So chapter 11, 12, and 14 in your current SFM text will take care of it. Your sources of finance, your that's debt and equity, then your Islamic finance, the 5 categories or the 5 breakdown. There's some 5 breakdowns in that text for Islamic finance, and your sources of finance, uh, equity and debt. So that should take care of that. You have to be fast with that. Then you come to chapter 9, 10, and 16. That's your cost of capital, your portfolio theory, your Modigliani and Miller theory, your CAPM or CAPM, then your pecking order theory. All this is covered in chapter 9, 10, and 16. Please, in chapter 16, there is no need for you to learn adjusted present value according to the breakdown of the syllabus. Yeah. They put adjusted present value in they left it in the current SFM. They left it in the current SFM. So yeah, so you don't need it for FM. So for this chapter 9, 10, and 16, please understand the concept. You might not understand the concept fully immediately. You might take revision, revising, solving questions, missing it, getting confused, but eventually try to understand the concepts because they can come in a concept-based way. They can just ask you, okay, as gearing increases, what will happen to work? As gearing increases, what will happen to cost of debt? What will happen to cost of equity? That's what they might ask you. They might not ask you calculation. But should they decide to ask calculation, I've brought out a lot of SFM past questions for you. So pick the one you want to solve as many as you can. Business valuation. That chapter you'll find it in chapter 18 in your current SFM text. So that's your asset based valuation, income based, cash flow based, and the likes. This business valuation and business finance, that's cost of capital, they come out a lot as question one. They come out a lot as question one. So they come out a lot as question one. So please try and understand it as best as you can. God will help you. God will help you. So you can see your past questions for business valuation. Then risk management. You find that in so that risk management they were talking about. When I check the breakdown, they're not talking about the risk appetite and CSM things. So they're talking about the risk management that was in SFM, foreign currency risks, interest rates, hedging against the risks and the likes. So that's chapter 24, then 27 to 29 in your SFM text. So you can check the correct SFM text and make use of that. There's some past questions that I also solved. So now this is bulky. Everything I've said is bulky. I understand, right? It's bulky actually. So my advice to you would be try and do 60% calculation, 40% SE. This financial management function and environment is SE writing question alone. Have it. Have it. Under business finance, sources of finance, equity and debt, Islamic, have it, right? Then make sure you understand chapter 9, 10, and 16 under business finance. Then you can now go to investment appraisal, DCF, right? Or you can start from DCF. I'm just trying to highlight the ones that are the most important, all right? Based on previous past questions. I don't know how they will set it. Nobody knows how they will set it. Then you can now go to that DCF, try and learn DCF, all those stuffs under the DCF, chapter 4 to 8, learn that. Then go to business valuation. Once you've done that, practice, solve past questions, go to Omolewa. When, if there's not time, add working capital management. If there's not time, add risk management. You understand? But that investment appraisal, business finance, business valuation, you can't joke with it. Those are things that number one generally comes out in. All right. So please just try as much as possible. God will help you. Please try to share this to your friends. You can please ask as many questions as you can. Ask it. If you don't want to ask it, you can check my Twitter. You can reach me on LinkedIn. My Twitter is _underscore. Yeah, you can just search my Twitter. Search Twitter for my name. You see it. You can DM me on Twitter. You can DM me on LinkedIn. I know some people might not want to ask the question in the comment section. So just ask as many questions as you can. Right. We're just trying to make it work. We're just trying to make it work. All right. Yes, so that's the approach. That's the approach. Online work questions. Once one question or two questions sometimes come out. In my diet, question 4 or question 3. Something, if you check May 2025, Zecopi or something, it came out exactly the same way. And that was a question on what was that question on? Okay, let me come here, I will find it. That question was on, because it's a May 2025. It's under this business finance. May 2025 question 3. It was a question under cost of capital and CAPEM and everything. It came out exactly the same way the question was. A part was a calculation, B, C, D, or B and C was explanation. SC, that's why I say your SC, you have to have your SC. It's so important. All right, so I think that's all. That's all cover. Uh, so all the best. I mean, all the best. It's a bit much, but just start and be revising. If you have seriously tough questions in the past question, uh, you can DM me on LinkedIn. My name on LinkedIn is Oluwaseunbelo. On Twitter, Seunbelo underscore. Just DM me so that when I see those questions, I will look for the ones that are uh, more people are interested in and solve 2 to 5 questions. Right. I'll try and solve 2 to 5 questions. I'm not sure how that will work yet, but I'll try to do that. So the reason I'm doing this FM tutorial, I'm not done with the professional level, but the reason I came to skills level is because of DMs. I got DMs, comments that people are saying, okay, I should give a breakdown on how they will approach FM and PM. People were entering my DM that I've not touched LinkedIn. I've not touched skills level. So based on that, I decided to do this. All right. So thank you and God bless you and good luck. Please drop questions, drop clarification. If there's something I said that's not making sense, ask questions, clarify. If something I said that was wrong and you go back and you check the chapter and it was wrong, please let me know. It can be a typo, it can be an error. If you go there and check a past question and it's not exactly the same, how you know a past question is under a topic is the solution. After the solution, they'll say, okay, this, I think examiner's remark or something. They'll say this stuff test business valuation and this. So if it's not testing the question, the subject says you test, then maybe it's the wrong past question, right? So if that happens, please just let me know. All right, all the best and good luck.